guys, my name is Aaron or QuinntonTV, and I am here today to make a video on my Halo story. But before we start, some context about who I am and where I come from, basically. I am a YouTuber from Lancashire, England, and attend a high school in Lancashire. If you don't know where Lancashire is, it's kind of in the north of England. It's one of the bigger counties in the UK, actually. And yeah, I'm in my final year, so I'm age 16, and I'm studying history and geography, as well as a course in media, which, by the way, I do despise. I've watched Halo Zone, actually, since 2012, when I was just 10 years old, and some creators such as MVito, Ditty, Silly Solomon, and of course, Stampy back in the day. So basically, my story for Halo began back in June of 2008. I was on holiday going to visit the Lake District, which is in a county called Cumbria, just north of Lancashire. I feel like this is turning into a geography lesson, but, just bear with me. I was going with my two cousins and brother for 1 week, and it was incredibly hot, which is a change for the UK, because it's usually raining, as it is now, as I'm recording this video. But yeah, it was incredibly hot, and we were going to our caravan, which is in the Lake District, so we spent most of our time by the river, splashing about and doing whatever normal 5 to 6 year olds would do. That evening, however, my life changed. I walked into the living room of our caravan, and my two cousins, who I had come with, were sat on the floor with an original Xbox playing a game. I sat down next to them and asked what they were playing. They replied with Halo pretty blankly, actually, and just wanted to keep on playing. Because my cousins were like 12, and I'm just like 6. I'm half their age, and I'm guessing they don't want to be associated with a 6-year-old, and I just want to sit there and just, play the game with them. But so, yeah, of course, they don't want to play. They don't give me a go. I just sit there watching them. I'm on the couch behind them, which is actually pretty cool, because that caravan's actually been scrapped now. We've lost it. We can't go back because it's literally been destroyed. And yeah, I've always got this memory of that. It's the first place where I played Halo. So this new Halo game that my cousins weren't letting me play was pretty weird to me, because I didn't know. I'd only played games on the PS2, such as Medal of Honor, European Assault. I played that with my other cousin on my dad's side. I was with the family on my mum's side when the story was taking place. And yeah, so what I did was I watched them for hours, play through the missions of the game. They even started playing some multiplayer at some point, just like a little standard split screen 1v1, because they did have 2 controllers. I did lose one of the controllers when I got control of the Xbox eventually. But yeah, so I watched them play through all the missions of the game, and I knew at this point I had to play this game. So when everybody went to bed at midnight, I got up because I had been sleeping in the living room, and I turned on the Xbox with super low volume, so literally like 1 bar, because that's all it would have took to wake someone up. So I'm just kind of sat there with a little blanket hunched over me and playing Halo Combat Evolved on 1 bar of volume. So yeah, that's a pretty cool sight for you. So yeah, as I said, I've been sleeping in the living room, and while my cousins were sleeping, I was playing their Xbox on the game, which is kind of bad. Don't ever do that, but in one sitting, I completed the entire game, like, genuinely. I was playing the game from midnight till about 11 a.m. the following, 1 p.m. the following morning. And 6-year-old me finished the entire game before I even knew it. And people were getting up into the midday heat. It was pretty cool. And I was just like, yes, I finished the game. Obviously, as a 6-year-old, I didn't have much clue of what was going on in the game. Like now, because I'm actually doing a Let's Play of Combat Evolved on my main channel. But yeah, that is just crazy that I played it all the way back then and didn't really understand it, but now I do. I did play it 2 more times, actually. One time about 5 years ago. That was the last time, and another time in like 2010. So 1 year later, my cousin kind of gave up on Xbox and Halo in general, and he gave the original Xbox to my dad, who gave it to me for my communion present. Basically, I did my first Holy Communion in about 2009, and I played through the entire campaign again and rocked out to the theme music for hours on end. It's quite sad, actually, when you guys played. I'm assuming you've all played Halo 3, right? And you know the ending mission where you're in the Warthog, which I just call Warthog Run. I'm pretty sure that's because it's actually called that, but I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so I'd always I really loved that mission when I played through Halo 3 because it also reminded me of the Maw, which is the mission in Combat Evolved where you're escaping in the Warthog on the Pillar of Autumn, which I really enjoyed. That as a little bit of nostalgia, but yeah. So in 2011, I got my Xbox 360 and I had completed the Halo Combat Evolved campaign 3 times. I was so happy with the consoles and the 2 games I got with it, which were Halo Reach and Minecraft. It was around this time that I started watching Halo Zone and playing the game in a large group of friends. And lots of them were actually older, like 4 years older. I was about 10, 11 at this time. Wait, no, I would have been 8. Oh, Jesus Christ. In 2011, I was 8. Yeah, no, 9, sorry. I was 9 in 2011. I can't do maths, Jesus. But yeah, basically, I was playing with people like 4 years older than me, and yeah. I played Halo Reach all the time with them, and this is possibly why I am more on the mature side of my age, and always kind of have been. But yeah, that's one possible explanation. And I started playing Halo Reach all the time, and I created my own channel called In the Halo Craze, which was very poor quality. And if you want to go and see that, it's genuinely awful. But yeah, you can just Google it, and you'll probably find it. Which was meant to function similarly to this channel, in fact. Little did I know actually that one day I'll be uploading onto this channel. I uploaded videos to the Halo Craze channel quite regularly and played with the other members of the channel and hoped that it would get us all somewhere basically. But in 2015 I left the channel and so did many of the other members. 2 of them actually remain to this day technically, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But the main reason I quit was because I had 2 other channels, which is my main channel and now my vlogging channel. This time they're called Quinncast. So Quinncast was the main one, and then Quinncast 2 or more Quinncast. That was it. Yeah. At this time, this began to gain more traction, and I quit. Basically, I handed over control to my brother, who still has control to this day, and one of my other friends in real life still technically is in it, but. He never uploaded really. He did actually upload once, my brother, and then he never uploaded again, which is quite crazy. But I still played with all the members that were still in and the ones that had left. And until Halo 5, when the group kind of collapsed in on itself and left me playing the game on my own, I started drifting from Halo myself and started playing Call of Duty in 2013, which was with Black Ops 2. And that took over my life, basically trying to hit trick shots and join FaZe in huge air quotation marks, because let's face it, I never got into FaZe, but I forgot all about Halo until 2018, basically. In 2018, I got heavily invested into the lore of Halo, surrounding the Forerunners and the Flood, the Human Covenant War, the Human Forerunner War, basically the Forerunner Flood War, stuff like that. This caused me to start playing Halo 5 again, which is my least favourite Halo game, and I started making a channel video on my main channel for that, which is now called QuinntonTV. Nowadays, I mainly play MCC and Black Ops 4. I record videos for my main channel, and I would love to become a full-time director for Halo Zone, but we'll just have to see what the future brings, eh? Many thanks to Halo Zone for having me on, and I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all soon.